Nothing new today. I got in touch with a tow company slash mechanic shop up the street, I believe. He told me there's no certified Cummins mechanic in this area. The closest one is like Butte or Billings, I believe. And there's another town, I think, if I messed up on all the locations or whatnot. There's one about 60 miles away, and for that, just to get towed 60 miles, it's about, he said it'll cost me $700. So trying to get them to get somebody to come out to repower this load on top of it, because it's running low on fuel. Told them this yesterday that it's getting close to running low on fuel. Looks like I got a line on my nose. Probably dirt. But just to show you guys, that's how much fuel I got. So, with that being said, I decided to be nice, or just to do part of my job to keep this damn reefer going, and I decided to use a 2-gallon gas can. Well, look at it, it's 2 gallons, right? I already put fuel in it, and I poured it in the tank, which of course it didn't move or do anything, but at least attempted. There's that much of fuel still in here because of how they made, or where they put the fuel tank. Now, if you could see, this is where you put the fuel in at. Where do you see anybody able to do anything with this? Even at a fuel pump, it's a pain in the ass to get the handle in there. So I could see if they like lowered it, if to there, to make it a little bit easier or something, because it's sitting like probably here, and that shows you how much space you got from the ground. So it's not gonna hurt nothing. So that's always been my pet peeve with this, and this reefer's about to come on, is that. So still not hearing nothing. We'll find out. Alright, so update. We are still sitting here, still looking for someone to come, whatever. And they decided they're gonna find somebody to come put fuel in the reefer. I told them, I was like, I could, in reality, if I really super duper needed to and they couldn't get nobody out, I could pull the truck and trailer to the fuel island. It sucks because I would be pouring a shitload of fuel out, but it could get done. And that's what I told him. I was like, if I need to, I'll do what I have to do. And that's what I told him. I was like, if you guys can't do anything until tomorrow or whatnot, I'll do what I need to do to get fuel in that reefer or whatnot. So she just called me, and she said that they got somebody coming out. They're about 40 miles out to come and put fuel in the reefer. She said they're gonna put 20 gallons in, which is fine with me, because 20 gallons, that'll last until tomorrow, probably the same time tomorrow, because at nighttime it cools off, so it's not running as much. But during the daytime, it comes on, goes off, and then it'll come back on. But other than that, at least they got somebody coming out to get reefer fuel. So right now that's where we're at. Talk to everybody. So yeah. So someone came out. They had someone come out, put about 30 gallons in, so I have a tank. On top of that, I needed my batteries to be charged or to get charged, because anytime you turn the key to the on position, you get fuel for it now. So you see that? That's all fuel. Now, I can't keep starting it up just to do a 15-second battery charge. Only reason why I want it to stay, only reason I need my battery to stay charged because I got food in my fridge. Whatever food I do got in my fridge does not need to go bad because she doesn't want to fucking cooperate. So, anybody watches this might comment, who fucking knows. But I'm gonna show you what I did. It goes all the way through. I got it tapped into there. Positive, negative. Now, granted, there's fuel down there, but there's a lot of fuel. But I'm really just needing it to keep the batteries semi-charged. That when we get up in the morning, wake up or whatnot, the refrigerator's still on. Because after tomorrow, my fridge is gonna be dead. So yeah. So I'm doing the best I can for right now with what I got. And I think I got like an 8 gauge and a 24. I can't remember. Either 18 and a 20 gauge speaker wire, and then it's connected to the clamps. Basically those clamps go to an inverter. But I'm gonna see if it keeps the batteries juice enough for the fridge and everything else, and then go from there. Everybody, so we're here in Missoula. Got picked up this morning. He just told the truck, not the trailer. Some states, I guess, they're not allowed to haul the truck and trailer, tow the truck and trailer, so they gotta do it separately. But I don't know if they got a repower for the load or not. She said they found somebody, but it's up to him on if he's gonna accept it or not. I did leave my lock on the trailer, and I still have the bills to the load, because how everything was looking, he was going back to pick the trailer up and bring it here. But I don't know what's going on the company's end with everything. So I'm here, at the truck shop. The lady's like, well, we have to look at it to see what's wrong with it. Me, the tow truck driver, was like, it's the fuel pump, it's leaking out, and plus the tow truck driver, he's a mechanic for whoever he works for. So it's like, okay, you got two people saying what's wrong with it. She still got to look at it, understandable. But my company was like, they'll be able to look at it and get to it today. They're telling me when I get here, we probably won't be able to do nothing to it until tomorrow, and so on and so forth. So with that being said, I am going up the street, getting a room, because for one, I have no power in my truck because I can't start it. For two, my truck's inside their gate to where I can't get out and go, or even though I want it, but either way, I won't be able to leave after a certain time. So I'm not going to be able to stay in my truck tonight anyways. So I got stuff out of my fridge. That way the room that I'm getting into has a fridge, and then be able to put it all in there and it won't go bad. But other than that, about to head out and drop off the keys and then go from there. Alright, so we're here in the motel, literally down the street from the truck shop, and that's outside. The truck shop is like right over there on the other side of the interstate. There's really nothing much. It's funny because whenever I'm dealing with something like this and I'm watching TV, that's what I watch if it's on. If it's not building or replacing stuff in the house for a home, it's looking at cars or working on cars, and that's pretty much all I would rather watch. So between building and car stuff. So other than that, I'm gonna go get something to eat, I guess. I don't know. They said they're gonna look at it. They might pull it in today. So I don't know. Alright, so we're still in the motel. The truck is not done. They always have to pull it in and then visually look at it. So this morning they visually looked at it and was like, oh, it's your fuel pump, and we have to order it. It has to be overnight shipped if you want to get it done right away or whatever. And we're waiting on the company, because I go through the company, that way they get all the information, and the company calls me, tells me all the information, blah, 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 blah. Called the company this morning, breakdown this morning, let them know they're waiting on their response, and if they could invoice or send them the invoice of when I got the fuel pump changed out last. Make it easier, that way I'm not trying to send it to them. I got it, but I gotta send it to them. It's just a big ordeal. So the lady put me on hold. Then she got in contact with the lady at the Kenworth, and then she sent her the invoice on before we did all the invoice thing. She was like, yeah, the lady from Kenworth was like, yeah, it's your fuel pump and blah blah blah, it's gonna cost such and such, or she didn't tell me what it's gonna cost. I was like, why are you waiting on the company? I told you yesterday that was a fuel pump and whatever. So they're waiting on the company. So I was like, all right. I was like, well, isn't it warranted? And she goes, no, because you got 755,000 miles on it. I was like, yeah, but it was just replaced in December. She goes, oh, well, I just need an invoice and blah, blah. So that's when I got in touch with the company. The company sent her the invoice. She was still on the phone with me when she called the other lady. She just kept putting me on hold. So it was like a back and forth type ordeal. So the labor and the part, the lady said is going to be covered. But in order for me to have the part in by tomorrow afternoon, I have to pay the shipping fee, $85 to overnight it. So I was like, screw it, go ahead and get it done. If you get it done tomorrow, great. So I even walked from here to over there. It's like 2 to 3 miles away. I think, I could be wrong, but it's right on the other side of the interstate. Went over there and then verified, make sure. She's like, I didn't know you were on the operator. I was like, not a big deal, I just want to make sure everything's situated and copacetic. So tomorrow we're gonna have to get checked out. We're gonna be sitting over there, because I'm not gonna get this room for another day just to sit and then get the truck and then, yeah, so on and so forth. But they did find somebody to get the trailer, which I have the bills to the trailer. My lock is on the trailer, so they're gonna have to take the trailer to one of the terminals on their way to Ohio to get the lock taken off, because they have the key. I told my dispatcher, I was like, are you gonna reimburse me? I'm going through all your guys's um, protocols on when you drop a trailer. The only thing I didn't do was put the kingpin lock on there because the guy was going to go back and come get it. Well, the company told him to leave it there, so I'm out of an enforcer lock. And plus, I have the bills to it because we don't leave the bills to the trailer if the trailer's coming to you after they drop you off. So I have the bills to the load when they decided to whatever, which I could have left them in the trailer, but it didn't make any sense for me to leave them in the trailer if the guy was bringing the trailer to me. And then I guess on the way back, the guy was like, well, do you want me to just leave it here or take it to my lot or drop it off where I dropped him off at? So they just had him leave it there. So I'm going to have, it's not that complicated. It get worked out. They're going to reimburse me for an enforcer lock because I'm not about to pay for another lock when it's because of them. But this motel, nothing wrong with it, but these beds is fucking my back up. I feel like a 80-year-old man trying to get up out of bed because my back is kicking my butt right now. So other than that, we'll see what goes down tomorrow. It is in the shop. Because you got the service desk, and then you got the door and the window, and my truck is like right there on the other side of the glass window. So it's gonna be sitting there until they get the part in the morning. So other than that, I'm sitting here. I done walked back and forth, in and out. I've been out of this freaking motel pacing and walking back and forth, bored as hell. And yeah, so other than that, I'll get back with you guys shortly.